Hello, every pony art, Lysiana here. Link to my Divinian art in the description below, and also for my Patreon if you like to do that. Warning: this video will contain pictures from Google that is not mine, so please give respect to the owners of these pictures and copyrights. And warning: it's also going to contain my personally opinion about what I feel the main 6's cutie mark is representing. And 3, 2, 1, here we go. So I will start with Applejack's cutie marks cutie mark because I like Applejack. She's my favorite pony, and I do feel like she is unrepresented in the episodes, or how to say that she's not just a background pony for me. But then again, back to her cutie mark. I do believe that the 3 apples represent, Granny Smith, Apple Bloom, and Big Mac. I do believe that she feels that the cutie mark doesn't need to represent herself because she knows that she's an apple, she knows who she is, and she knows what she's representing. So that is why there's not 4, apples. That is why there's only 3 apples. And it could also make sense in the way that is what she's good at, doing. She's harvesting apples. She's doing her trade as a farmer. She's doing 3-in-1 work, or how to say that. She's taking care of her family. That is 1. She's taking care of the farm. That is 2. And 3, she's taking care of herself and her own needs and stuff like that. So I definitely feel like the representation of 3 in every of the main 6's cutie mark is like they take care of themselves, they take care of their families, and they take care of the things that they enjoy doing. So yeah, and also I would like to say that the nightmare that Applejack has, where the Tantipus comes and destroys the big apple on the tree branch, is actually representing so much more than we actually think. Because the big apple is not only, Applejack's pride and joy, but it's also representing her family, the apple itself, and the tree holding it on one tree branch means that it's her whole family is in this one apple, and the only thing that can make her more proud or more joyful is to have all of her family, collected in one apple, or how to say that. I know that in real life there are a whole lot of, specific apples. So yeah, I know it's hard to imagine, but that is also how I see my family, as one big united thing. Not a apple, but a family. But yeah, that is how I feel the Applejack cutie mark is representing her and what it stands for. Okay, yeah. The next one is Fluttershy's cutie mark, the 3 butterflies. And again, I will say that I feel like the 3 butterflies represents, her family, her mom and dad, and Zephyr Breeze. Even though that she doesn't like her brother, he is still a part of the family, and I will bet you that he was, born before her. She's the little sister and stuff like that. So I do believe that is why there's 3 of hers also. And the reason why it's butterflies is, of course, because it's something that she learned to love and to speak with animals. I always think that she liked animals, but this is just, a way to show that she is representing what she likes to do. So that is actually the most simple of them, Fluttershy. And also the reason why I feel like it's butterflies is because, Fluttershy is very fragile, and it's a very fragile animal. It could have been 3, everything else, animals. So I definitely feel like the butterfly is representing that she's shy and she's fragile and stuff like that. Okay, now for rarities, and that is the 3 gems. And as I said in the other episode, I also believe that the 3 gems are representing her mom and her dad and the Sweetie Belle. Because I feel like Rarity knows that she's a gem in herself, and the gems, I feel like that represents that her family is more, hardened and beautiful, more streamlined, or how to say that without sounding weird. Actually, I also feel like she's like Applejack almost with her look on the families, even though that she see her family as 3 individual gems where Applejack sees her family as one big apple. I do believe that she sees her family as these 3 individual gems, and that I really feel like that is why it became gems and not, dresses or sewing needles or something in those lines, because the gems represent the family and how she sees her family. So yeah, that is why I feel like it's 3 gems. Now for Pinkie Pies. It was a little bit special because she has a lot more family. She actually have 5 if you take her mom and dad. But I really do feel like the 3 balloons actually representing her 3 sisters. And why there's 2, pink and 1 yellow balloon is actually because I feel like Maud Pie is the yellow balloon. Now, don't get me wrong, I feel like they're all 3 special sisters and stuff like that, but I feel like, Maud Pie has taken a special place in her heart, and the, party balloons is also representing what Pinkie Pie loves the most. She loves to party and she loves her sisters. And I also feel like it could represent her sisters because, she was actually the youngest, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or else, some of the others were on their way and Pinkie Pie knew that. So I feel like her, balloons is also representing how easy, that it is to lose a family member. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't feel like she's going to lose her family at one point or another, but a balloon is also a fragile thing unless it's a, balloon that is made of something that can't pop. And I was thinking like maybe she's afraid also that losing her family and stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like there's a deeper meaning in it being balloons, but maybe it's just me taking, the cutie mark to a whole nother level than it shouldn't be. But I really do feel like she has not lost her mother and father, but they cut the ties for Pinkie Pie because she was in a secluded family and she was this party pony that wanted to go to Ponyville and have a life there and a work there and stuff like that. So I really do feel like her mom and dad might have been like, well, you go and do yours and then we will take care of your of the farm and stuff like that, the rock farm. I actually feel like Pinkie Pie's parents is a very good parody on Amish parents, because when Amish kids feel 18 or what it is, they get a taste of the real life. And I do feel like Pinkie Pie maybe she saw the rainbow, right? And that was her taste of the real life, and it was too much for her, so she had to, I will not say cut ties completely, but take this with her. Okay, yeah. Now for the last one, and that is Twilight's cutie mark. And even before she was an alicorn, she had this star with these 5 small stars around it. Now, I feel like they were representing the main 6, that the big star in the middle was Twilight, and the 5 stars around them was Pinkie Pie, Applejack, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and so on. So yeah, I really do feel like still that is representing, but I also feel like maybe the big star could actually be Starlight. Okay, yeah. Last but not least, we have Rainbow Dash. And why I have her at last one is because I'm really in doubt if you can take her cutie mark up in 3, but I'm guessing that we can do that with the Thunder Strike. That is actually 3 colors and a cloud. And as I said in the other episode that I made, I really do feel like the 3 colors is representing her family. So her mom and dad and maybe a brother or sister that we don't know anything about. Or the last color of the Thunderstrike is actually herself. Or the cloud is herself in the meaning that she is the center of this rainbow that is actually striking. And why I feel like it's a cloud is also because not because I feel like Rainbow Dash is fluffy or sensitive, or how to say that, but we all know that there is a other side to Rainbow Dash besides the coolness and besides the the thunder and the rainbow and stuff like that. So I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like there's a deeper meaning into the cutie marks. What do you feel like the cutie marks represents, and do you feel that the colors in Rainbow Dash's cutie mark could actually be her father, mother, and so on? What do you feel about this theory? Let me know in the comments down below. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and your loved ones. And that was actually all for today. I'm going to talk more in depth of the cutie marks maybe tomorrow if I have time. But elsewise, you have fun. Yeah, okay. Bye.